Woohoo, we are live. I still don't like that thumb though. Ain't too bad. Do 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 do. Share it on Facebook. Hello, everybody. Oops, I can't spell. How is everyone doing? Hello, me. Did I spell it wrong? I sure did. That's what happens. And hit post to Facebook. Oh, well, it showed up correct there. Maybe I did it right. I don't know. Alright, I gotta change this view. Pop out my little chat. Hey, Jesse, how are you doing? How is your Halloween going? Pop out, chat. Is it cold where you're at? It's cold. Well, it was 28 degrees when I woke up this morning. It's now 40s, 50s, so it's not too bad. So how's it at everybody else's place? Mom won't take it tonight. She took make it tonight. She took my two boys and sister trick or treating. I'm home sick. I'm home with a sick 3-year-old now. Ooh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is cold here. Yes, it's cold here too. Well, it was really cold, like freezing cold this morning. Hey, Miss Amy Wade, how you doing? Really cold, snowed for 10 seconds, then stopped. Nah, it didn't snow here, but it's cold. It's 28 degrees. I mean, like real cold. Hey, Miss Southern Blessed. Boo, happy Halloween. I almost had my daughter do some kind of Halloween stuff. Hey, Miss Amy Broussard. How you doing? See, I took a shower, went and got a refill, and made it kind of sort of on time for my live. How's that for 25 minutes? But my hair is, yeah, it's fluffy. Can y'all say fluffy? It's fluffy. Let's see if I can fix this tripod a little bit. Ooh, that scared me. So she was up all last night, so I don't have much interview left. Just got done feeding the animals. I can believe it, and I am so sorry. I was up late last night too, but it wasn't with a sick kid, and that makes it worse. I was up all night playing on the computer with Blender, CGI, trying to create a little humanoid so I can make it dance, so I can make a new intro. I lost all but one of my older baby bunnies. Oh, I am so sorry. That's sad. Because of the cold? Or sickness or something. I had to pull everything off the vines. Not yesterday, but Tuesday. So, because it was rained. I knew it was going to rain all day yesterday. We don't know what killed them. We put a camera out there about 10 minutes or so ago. Wow. I am so sorry to hear that. Maybe you can find out what it is and get rid of it. Kill it. That way next time, that way there's not a next time. That makes sense? Something got to them, we don't know how. It was hardware cloth. Apparently, trying to think. Amy Broussard, you're a bunny, or you have rabbits. What kills rabbits? Raccoons or possums, or both? Or I went out to the garden when I got home and just checked. The rain gauge said, rain gauge again. We got another 3 inches. Wow. I don't know how many inches we got yesterday, but I know it rained like all day. Like from 5:30 in the morning until nighttime. Yeah. And nothing could get underneath it or over it. Hey, live in Miracle Homestead, how are you doing? I also pull up some herbs and some huge radishes. I got 1 tomato, a ton of peppers, and I did cut some sage from Megan to hang up. I have a bad feeling we have another raccoon. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Jessica. That's what it sounds like. I am groovy. I'm warm now, but it was, when they said it was going to get cold, they wasn't joking, and it was like, I know it was coming, I just didn't want it to. I'm one of those few people that I'd rather have summer than winter. Fall would have been nice, but we didn't get a fall at all. Not at all. It was 28 degrees when I got up this morning. 28, but felt like 21 is what it said. Me and Amy Broussard were comparing temperatures. But it was like in 37 yesterday, but it rained. That's what I was wondering, Amy, if something had gone through it. But they could have gone under or over it, too, depending. Did you see Max pick of us groovy a couple of years ago? No, I didn't. But groovy's always been my word. When somebody asks me how I'm doing, I always say groovy. Even if I'm not. Because I figure if you say it enough, you'll eventually become groovy. Raccoons are the reason I went from 40 quail to 3. Minus a few we ate and froze. Raccoons are some bad mamma jammas. Groovy is very cool. Or groovy is cool. Yes, it is. I agree. But I've always used that word. And folks are like, oh, that screams your age. I'm like, no, not really. Because groovy was my mom's word. That was her generation. It was 89 here today in Florida. Oh, rub it in. They can pull their feet through the cage bottom too. Yeah. Raccoons are vicious. The only experience I have with raccoons is when they stole my bait when we went camping. I had a bag of hot dogs cut up, and I had let them set in salt and garlic. And I had them in a Ziploc bag sitting on the patio, or the picnic table. But I don't have livestock either, so... It was around 39 to 40 degrees today. It was 28 when I woke up, but it hit 50-ish by late afternoon. But it's supposed to drop down to 30 again tonight. Some of my plants look frost bitten, where you can visibly tell the frost affected it. And there are a few plants that really look fine. But I went ahead and took almost all the vegetables. Hey, Dr. You heard it was supposed to get worse? Yeah. Like I said, it was 28 this morning. David had one take out his duck chicken and 20 quail till he caught it. Wow. It frosted here last night. I have a flower pot that's empty. They have water in it. Because I guess I had so much dirt down at the bottom, it filled up and it froze over. I started building the one side of the duckyard today. Cool, but you ain't feeling, or I know your kids are sick, but you're just tired. But you better be careful because you could get sick quite easily, Jessica. Just 3 sides left and a roof. Ran out of wire. Yeah, I know that feeling. But I took everything. I say everything. I left the green or the black eyed peas, and I left the red corn because some of the stalks or the, what do you call it, the ears were only about 3 or 4 inches, and they're not. You can feel them, and they don't have a whole bunch of kernels on them. So I just left those, and I left the one zucchini because it's about the size of my middle finger, maybe a little bit bigger around, but I'm here listening. I'm getting my costume ready for a live stream. See, I almost did a costume. I really did, but I got so into, was it blender.com where you can do animation and CGI and stuff like that. I lost track of time, and this is like, I gotta hurry and get ready for my life. I don't have time to do costume. Maybe next year. Besides that, I couldn't decide on what costume I wanted to do. Amy kept trying to talk me into doing a garden gnome. But that's basically a shirt with a pointy hat. And maybe I should have did a zombie gnome. That would have been cool. See, the ideas, they hit me too late. I'm talking not even nothing. Must be the caffeine and the sugar. Yeah, but I have a table full of vegetables sitting there. Some of them are ripe and some of them aren't. My tomatoes not. Quite a few of my peppers aren't. Most of my banana peppers are ripe. I'll probably just go ahead and dehydrate those. Probably go ahead and dehydrate all of it except for the tomato. I already am sick. Need some elderberry syrup. Just saying. I took a shot of that last night before I went to bed. Amy was making fun of me because I had my toboggan on, my jacket on. It was cold. I have a weak immune system, so I get it quick and so easily. Yeah, the same, because I have a COPD, and it don't take much to get sick, so. But with the elderberry and a lot of the other stuff that I've been taking, it's not nearly as bad. That thing was bad. Autoplay quality. Got the highest quality. It still looks bad. Oh, there it goes. Where did my chat go? Yeah, that's why I take it, Amy. Because I've had issues with my immune system for last few years. So I take elderberry, and it's helped a lot. Surprisingly a lot. I don't get sick nearly as much. And whenever I feel it coming on, I just take another shot. It's a good preventative. Not to mention I like the way it tastes. But I wish elderberry was producing because I need it bad. Living Miracle. Amy Broussard. She sells elderberry kits. In fact, I've got a video on how to make elderberry syrup from one of her kits. And I bet you Amy's nowhere around to grab her link. Let's see. My drive. Shared with me. Broussard links. click this. I'm going to grab that link for you. And you can go there and hit. Let me make sure it works before I do that, because sometimes we've been having trouble with this link. Paste. Go. Yep, it's working. Sweet. Alright. Sard. Homestead. Etsy. Link for elderberry kit. Now you can click on it, even though you got no money now, you can click on it and bookmark it, and that way when you got money, you can order it. No problem, Amy. We have some lemon, ginger, and honey mix up, and it's been helping a little. Or it's helped. Oh, I can't read today. Been help a little, Anna. Tell Anna I said hi and that I hope she gets better. I also heard that there was a Robin from Big Bear Homestead was talking about a flu balm, and it's ginger, honey. Oh, I want to say maybe it's got 4 or 5 things in it, but it's called a flu balm. If you look up flu balm recipe, I'm sure it'll come up. And that's supposed to help too. I just take the elderberry, but I heard the Robin from Big Bear Homestead talking about it. It's called a flu balm, and if you look it up, it has the ingredients. But I know ginger's in it and honey's in it. And there was something else, and I want to say it was cayenne pepper or something. But you know, well, this crazy weather's gone. Every little bit helps. And one day my allergies are kicking, and it's 80 degrees, and then 2 days later it's 28 degrees, and I'm trying to get everything off my plants before it dies. Gotta love this crazy weather. It's still daylight here, but if I ain't mistaken, time change comes this weekend too. Sunday night. Is it spring forward, fall back, or fall back, spring forward? That's going to be fun. Fire cider is another thing people that talk about that helps. I haven't heard of that. I'll check that out. That's cool. Fire cider. Bet you that's got something spicy in it. What you bet? Fire cider tonic made in small batches with organic raw ingredients. Okay, let's put recipe. Half cup of freshly grated horseradish root, medium onion chopped, 10 cloves of garlic crushed or chopped, 2 organic jalapeno peppers chopped, 1 lemon zest and juice, and 2 tablespoons of dried rosemary leaves. Yeah, that sounds like that'd be a kicker. I'm going to make some, but I'm told it takes 3 weeks to work together. Elderberry don't take that long. Elderberry syrup. I don't know why I just called it elderberry. If you hear me just say elderberry, I mean elderberry syrup. I know some people make gummies. I thought about trying that because I do like gummies. But my hands are been achy, but it's because of the cold weather and the rainy weather. But it happens. Arthur comes to visit when Jack comes to visit. Jack Frost and arthritis. I don't know why I didn't get over to buy some at the HOA. Right? But elderberries, a great thing. I think Amy said that she was still harvesting some, which is kind of weird, I think, for this time of year. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? How's your dad? Is he feeling any better? This weather is killing my fibromyalgia. Yeah, I completely can see that, Jessica. With the way this weather's been, it's that cold, achy, I just want to sit and eat chicken and dumplings and watch TV all day under a blanket. You can also make hot tea with lemon and honey. Not good, he's still on life support. I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. Hey, She's Gone Country Farms, how you doing? Is it freezing where you're at? I can't complain too much. It's warmer now than it has been. Let's see. Texas weather. It is 51 right now. But it was 28 this morning. And it's supposed to be like 30 tomorrow morning. Lots of snow too. Oh no, you can keep that snow. I don't do snow. I'm too short to do snow. I figure Abby was too. Well, that's good to hear, Daniel. I'm glad his eyes are open. Today's high was 32. That was, well, see, I say but yesterday our high was 38. I make hot tea with apple cider vinegar and honey. That's almost like a hot toddy, ain't it? I mean, I don't know. I've never made one. I know, Amy. As short as I am, like this past winter when they were talking about the north getting like 15, 20 feet of snow, and I'm like, yeah, see, I couldn't even go outside. Not without like some kind of flag or something. Oh, it's so good. I've never had it, so I'll have to take your word on that. I'm not crazy about apple cider vinegar. Hey, backyard gardening, how are you doing? I can't walk in the snow, that's why I don't live in New York anymore. I fall on my butt a lot. Yeah, I just don't like snow. I don't like the cold. And yet I woke up and it was 28. I'm living in Texas, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong place. Happy Halloween to you too, backyard garden. They said that he has a massive heart attacks. We don't know how many though. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. Yeah, I'd need more than tennis rackets on the bottom of my feet. I'd need like a one of those life jacket thingies with a pole with a flag, and because you know I'm so short, and oh, this focus on this phone is messing with me. Hello, Nana. How you? Do people come to your house for? Actually, I don't think so. I think it's still kind of daylight. Let me check. It's still kind of daylight. So, I live in a cul-de-sac, so we don't really get too much, what do you call it, traffic? Foot traffic? We are in Charlie's Angels for Halloween at work and shot people with mini Nerf guns. I love that. That's awesome. It's fixing to be night here. Trick or treat. I'd rather have a treat. But I'm sure once it starts to get dark. Well, I just came back from the store before I went live, and I saw some kids, but they wasn't in costume or anything. They just looked like they were out playing. keep candy, I want seeds. Exactly. Well, I wouldn't mind having some candy too, but I'd rather have seeds. And well, I guess it depends on what kind of candy we're talking about. Like maybe chocolate covered raisins. I could eat my weight in that. Or Reese's Pieces. Or Hershey's, yeah. Uh, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. See the theme? Chocolate and peanut butter. Ooh, chocolate covered cherries. Chocolate covered cherries are my weakness. I am 12. That's probably why you like Hershey's. I am in my 40s. Late 40s. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have my chat right here. In case some of y'all don't know. That's why I keep looking over. Because I'll talk to you here and read you here. Me too, 49. I'm 47 and a half. So, but I'm knocking on 50's door. But that's okay. Just another phase. We bought Anna a bag of candy being she's too sick to go trick-or-treating. There's been many years I did that just because I got tired of walking around. Daniel's 35. My dad is in his 80s. My dad is 77. I sent you a preview picture of my costume. If you send it on my phone, Amy, I'm live on my phone, so I can't get it. I'm just saying. Oh, that's a bummer. Sick food. Yeah. But I'm sure my boys will bring some home just to have to wait for Grandma to come back. Yep. Hey, Miss Teresa, how you doing? Shoot, I forgot. You could send it to me in an email, Amy. That I could check on the computer. Or Facebook Messenger. That's what you can do, Amy. You can send it Facebook Messenger. I'll see it pop up. At least I think I will. Because I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tabs open. Great, sitting with my mom, handing out candy. Are you sneaking a piece here and there, Teresa? Oh, I always have my Dr. Pepper. She's been sick for a couple of days. She's been sick since her birthday, the 26th. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. I gotta go. We're going to go see him now. Alright, Daniel, tell him I said hi and he's definitely in our prayers, or my prayers. Hey, way too much candy today. I haven't had any. I've had some chips. That's about it. I haven't had no candy. I say about it. I've had a sandwich and chips, but I haven't had any junk food. I sneaked out the Halloween night. Oh, I don't sneak out. Not even when I was younger. I knew better. My mom would fillet me. Thanks for everyone for the prayers. No problem, Daniel. How's your mom doing, Teresa? Since you're sitting with her passing out Halloween candy. Save me a Kit Kat or a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Or Reese's Pieces. Alright, Jessica, you tell her I said I hope she gets to feeling better. And go take care of your baby. And you have a good night. Thanks for coming in. It means the world to me. It's kind of warm in here. Guess I shouldn't be complaining. I can't have any candy. My blood sugar has been too high. I wonder why, Amy. You have a good night too, Nana, and be good. Stay out of trouble. Doing the same, confused but not hurting as bad tonight. Well, that's good. I wonder how many. Well, since it's not raining tonight, maybe we'll have a few trick or treaters come around the neighborhood. But well, maybe not my house, but just the neighborhood. But I know yesterday was terrible, but it's still cold. But I remember being a kid trick or treating. Sometimes it would be cold, and you picked your costume by what the weather was going to be like. It's too cold to go trick or treating. This is 50 right now. It's not too bad, but it's supposed to keep dropping as the night goes. It's supposed to be like 30 again in the morning. We've only had 3 kids. I think it's too cold. We'd never get out any. We never get any out at our house. We don't get too many here either. Check your email. Okie dokie, Miss Amy. I can do that. Would say which one, but I'll figure it out. Well, it's not that one. Let's go here and here. That's greatness. I love that, Amy. I'm just saying. Yep, that is greatness. Do you have fish tank? I can hear water sounds. Backyard gardening, I have 2 fish tanks. I have a 55-gallon fish tank here that probably has 30 plus fish, and then right behind my phone I have a 6-gallon little tank that has my betta fish in it. Thank you. I love my fish tanks. Every once in a while when the water level drops, though, it gets really loud. There's been times I've had to wake up in the middle of the night and just to top off the tank because the filter will start screaming at me. But I have golden panda mollies, Dalmatian mollies, but my Dalmatian mollies, they've started to getting darker and darker where they're almost completely black as they keep breeding. I can try because this is connected. Bet you don't see that every day on the live. That right there, that's Bruce. And you can't leave out, I don't know if you can see him. There's probably too much of a glare. He's kind of right there next to the filter. He's almost predominantly black. He was black and white when I bought him. But, yeah, Bruce is a Picassimus, one of them suckerfish. And he reminds me of the shark off of Finding Nemo. So that's, here's Brucey. And, like, sometimes he's eating all the algae in there. And I have algae sheets that I stick in there for him and algae tablets. But every once in a while when I'm feeding the fish, he'll float up. And he'll float upside down and let me feed him directly in his mouth. It's pretty cool. But I just call him Brucey. But I love my fish tank. I think I've got 3 white albino catfish, tons of golden panda mollies and Dalmatian mollies, 2 fancy guppies, and then the big Picassomus fish that I call Brucey. I think Brucey technically is the only one in that tank with a name. Well, except for my beta. My beta is Sergeant Stripes. That's because when I bought him, or when my daughter bought him for me for my birthday last year, he had a stripe going down the bottom of his fins that was a white stripe that went from one end to the other. Well, now he's changing color and he's almost solid black, but every once in a while when he hits the light, he has like a bluish hue. So, Sergeant Stripes, we just call him Sergeant now because he has no stripe. Yeah, I've showed it to you on Marco. I had more plants in there, but the fish ate them. But this tall thing, that's a lucky bamboo that I bought at a flea market. It was about that tall when I bought it, and I had it in the pond outside. Well, I know they can't handle the cold, so during the winter I brought it in. You see the pot? I stuck the pot directly in the water because that's where it was, in the pond outside. And I knew that there might be, like babies. So I quickly ran in the house and stuck it in the fish tank. And that's where it's been ever since. But that thing has grown so much. And then I have one of those ivy plants. But I've had the window closed so much that the leaves are turning yellow on me. But I also had plants inside that filled out the bottom, but the fish ate them. Minnows love plants. I want to get some more guppies. But there you go. Backyard gardening. I hope you like it. Well, all of you, not just backyard gardening, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I love my fish. It's very relaxing. It helps you meditate, I guess, in a way. If you've had a bad day, you can come and just, sit there at the tank and just watch them swim around. And I keep getting more babies because I got plenty of places in there to hide. I just wanted to say a quick have a great night. She's Gone Country Farms. You too. Have a safe night. Try to stay warm. And be careful and have fun. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I really love fish tank. I had a big one, but unfortunately, a heater stuck and killed my fish. That was an awful day for me. Yeah, I don't even have a heater in there. And I almost got one because it is sitting right in front of a window. But we keep our house pretty much so warm that molly, everything that's in there can handle it dropping. There's nothing in there that's sensitive to the cold, really. The mollies can handle it. The guppies can handle it. The albino catfish definitely can handle it. And so the Picassomus, I do believe he was in one of those big ponds. My ex-sister-in-law gave him to me. But I love that big fish. I lose a few here and there, but not too many. Of course, for every one that I lose, I gain like 10 more babies. Because I think I've had those fish since last July or August. I think I got them in August. It was right at the very beginning of August. Because when I built that pond and I dug it out, I bought a pair of Dalmatian mollies and a pair of golden panda mollies. Yeah, I don't use a heater even in the winter. I've got a pond outside that's about 2 foot deep, maybe about 4 foot long, 2 or 3 feet wide, and I have about 5 minnows and 1 or 2 mollies in it. and they survived 19-degree weather. Like in March, it dropped down to 19 degrees, and they're still alive. They're still kicking. One of the reasons they're alive is we couldn't get them out. We kept chasing them and chasing them and chasing them. Well, except for the minnows. I put the minnows in there to eat a mosquito larvae in the summer. But, yeah. Mollies can handle the cold weather. So can, what's it, fancy goldfish. But it dropped down to 19 degrees. I think it was the last week of March. Like March 28th or something. And I just knew they were going to... I was even worried about these. Nope, they were fine. And that's when I was asking the Megan, because she was an aquatic specialist at the time. And she goes, no, they're fine. Certain fish can't handle the cold, but certain fish can, and Molly's is one of them. And my fancy guppies can too. That they don't seem to have a problem with it. But my room is relatively warm. It's like 78 in the house. But that window, it does bring in a lot of cold air. Quite a bit anyway. I need to get a... What do you call it? The window trim? Or the... Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Like that foam stuff that goes around the inside of the window and recaulk it and all that. Weatherproof it a little more. If it gets too bad, I stick a towel in there, you know, to kind of block the wind. But our wind usually doesn't get too bad. So, anybody doing a fall garden or had to harvest anything early to keep it from losing in the frost? We used to have a goldfish pond. They didn't find even when the pond froze. They just stayed at the bottom where it wasn't frozen. Oh yeah, Teresa, my ex-sister-in-law, she has a pond outside that's pretty big. I say pretty big. It's bigger than anything I have. And when she bought the house, there was a fish that was alive, a goldfish that was alive in the pond. Nobody feeding it. No heater, nothing. Hey, crazy lady. What's up, Brett? So what are you going to be for Halloween? I can only imagine. I should have did a Halloween costume. That would have been cool. Just went out yesterday and gathered all the last of the garden supposed to freeze tonight. I did that Tuesday because I knew it was going to rain like cats and dogs Wednesday. And it got cold Wednesday, but it didn't freeze. It got down to like 37. But it was 28 when I woke up this morning. And some of my plants, you can tell that they have frost damage. Some of the basil, a lot of the black-eyed peas. Two of my apple pepper plants look like they're kind of bit by the frost. I think I still have some tomatoes in my garden for fall. I'm going to plant some garlic and basil with watercress. I still have to plant some garlic. I have not done that yet. Maybe I'll do that Monday when I get paid. Get a couple heads of garlic and plant it real quick. Put a bunch of stuff in the greenhouse to save them a little longer. Yeah, I wish I had a greenhouse. I almost... Because I have some oregano and thyme and garlic chives that are real small. I almost put them in a pot and brought them in the house, but I'm like, I'll go ahead and risk it. My rosemary, this is its second winter, so I know it's pretty pretty good. As long as it doesn't get crazy cold this winter, it should be fine. But then again, it probably will get crazy cold this winter. But I'm hoping to get some garlic planted. I planted this stuff. Yeah, I'll make a video about them. That'd be cool. Saffron. I have lavender, rosemary, basil. I have tons and tons of basil. Oregano, thyme, garlic chives, and chocolate mint. I always forget about my chocolate mint because it's in a pot hanging from the back patio. That's cool. Persian saffron will be blooming in the fall and the winter. I just gave Amy freckles. Oh, Brett, that don't even sound right. I was born with mine, but they're disappearing the older I get. My mama said it was each freckle represents a kiss that I received from the angels at birth. I didn't care for my freckles too much. Now I miss them. Not with my bum. I hope not. Are you keeping count? That's twice you made me laugh. I still want to know what you're dressing up as, Brett. Is Abby dressing up for Halloween too? Just out of curiosity. I guess I'll find out today. It's a secret. Whatever. That's cruel. I'm just saying. Yeah, Abby is cool. Is Abby's a secret too? Yeah, but it's a surprise. You and your surprises. Maybe I just wanted to know. Can we have a hint? Are you going backyard gardening? You have a good night. I think that's cool. I wish I would have done that. That would have been fun. But I don't know. I guess I could always say my costume's me. So that will be fun. I can't wait. If I'm driving it, it will be, but I will be there. You have a blessed weekend too. Actually, it's supposed to warm up, I think, Saturday. I think we're actually supposed to hit 60, either Saturday or Sunday. But Sunday, time changes. Y'all gotta change y'all's clocks back 1 hour. I kind of wish they would just kind of move it somewhere in the middle and leave it alone. I don't know, I'm kind of still on the fence on that. I do like to get the, you know, that extra hour sleep. But I don't like the cold. Okay, it's an airplane. I'm like, is that thunder? Nope, it's a plane. So anybody else dressing up tonight? Or is it just the Broussards? We'll be in Frankfurt and they are an hour ahead of us, so when we come home, we'll get back. Right. I forget there's a a 1 hour time difference anyway. But found out that y'all are really close to Reelfoot Lake. I've been there quite a few times. Of course, I don't think it's the same side that I was at. Because, it's kind of long and I think y'all are up here and I was always down here. But still the same water. In the Mississippi River. I've walked quite a few times in that water. Went catfishing. Of course, the funny thing is I never caught a catfish in Mississippi. I didn't catch my first catfish until I moved to Texas. So, which was funny because I think I was 28, 29 before I caught my first catfish. Not my first fish, just my first catfish. Yes, we used to go there for family reunions every year. My dad grew up there. Yeah. We used to go there. We'd go swimming there. Then we'd walk on the docks where those, was it cypress trees or whatever. And, yeah. Used to go a couple times a year. Just, Dad would, load us up in the van and take all of us. Oh, my ex-father-in-law. It was cool. We'd get out of the house, all of us kids and grandkids, and there's a whole mess of us that would go swimming there. And remember them taking the boat and running around the edges to scare off the snakes. And I always thought, oh, that's kind of crazy. The hive on the homestead, trick or treat. I'd rather have a treat. Or as earlier we were talking about, we'd rather have seeds. Depends on what kind of seeds they are. Or what kind of treats they are. The only trick I want to see is somebody bringing fall back or summer back. I don't do this cold. I don't like cold. Only because cold makes my body hurt. But I do like the crisp air. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am offshore now. We have 40 miles an hour wind and 15 feet. Ooh, that sounds cold and breezy. Well, what's the temperature? Because, 90 degrees and 40 mile an hour winds ain't that bad, I guess. But it's a little warm in Louisiana and just my great south. Yeah, if I could, I would. We were about 52. That's, actually, I think we're about 51 or 50. Of course, I'm sure it's dropping as it's getting darker. Yeah, it's 48. So it's dropping. That's why I'm in the house. But it was 52 or 50 when I started. And that was almost an hour ago, so it's dropped 2 degrees in the last hour. It would rock me to sleep tonight. I'm thinking it would make me nauseous. I don't know. I don't think I'd get boats or seasick though. Because I have been on the boat and never had a problem. But that was when I was young. Who knows now? But that is some crazy wind. I thought the wind we were getting were bad yesterday. You know when you're driving down the road and you kind of feel it blow your vehicle and you're hanging on for dear life. And the rain was coming down so hard you have to slow down to like 25. Did some major praying. Please, Lord, let me get home and not hit the wall. But we made it. My neck popped. But yeah, that's about all I've done. Today I checked on the garden to see some damage, but I know it's going to hit 30 again, maybe even lower, so probably have more, but I'm going to wait a little bit and see how much damage we get. Amy, did you tuck your bees in for the cold weather? Yeah, Amy, I know there's something you have to do to bees to keep them warm. I'm just not sure what they are. And I know you strap them down when the wind picks up. And I know if they get too cold that the bees will be on the outside box buzzing or something like that. I don't know a whole lot about bees, but I know a little bit. Teresa, you have a safe drive when you do go home. It normally just put an entrance reducer for the winter when it gets cold. Cool. I didn't know if you have to actually go out there and put like a blanket or maybe some kind of wind blocker. Or I guess it depends on how cold it gets in your area. But I don't know. I don't do bees. I'm kind of scared of them. But I love the hive and the homestead honey. Oh, that was some sweet tasting stuff. You can call me if you want. You have to get a tiny blanket for each bee. Brett, now that would be funny. As long as the hives are not facing birth in Louisiana, they're good. You're right. I wasn't saying getting a blanket for each little bee. Maybe a blanket for the whole bee box. Or beehive. How's that? You know, tuck them in. Read them a little story. Give them some hot chocolate. I'm sure they'd appreciate the hot chocolate with the marshmallows. Saying. I want bees so bad. I don't know if I do. I mean, I want the honey. I'm just not sure if I want the bees. I mean, I have a complete respect for bees. Whenever I go to the Broussard homestead and visit, and we'll go out there and we'll walk right past the bees to go see the goats. And Amy's like, and this is the bees. And I'm like, uh-huh, hi bees. And I keep going. Bees are awesome. That's what I keep hearing. Bees sting. But they do make some awesome honey. Oh, Joe, you're funny. You know, I'm 47 and I've never been stung by a bee. There's a reason. I'm not sure if I'm allergic to bees. My mom is. My mom's deathly allergic. So I usually avoid them like the plague. Oh, I'm sure you do want to see that, Amy. See, I don't think they make bee suits that small. See, that's where my shortness may come in to help me. I'm too short for a bee hat or a bee suit. I'm just saying. They don't make them gnome size. And watch, one of them's gonna kick up. Oh yeah, they have kid versions. We can get you a kid size. You just wait. I'm waiting for it. I have a small at the house. See what I tell you? They aren't so bad as people make them out. Oh, I know they're not, and I fully respect bees. It's just that buzzing sound. Theodore, our chat is about bees, winter, frost, cold, vegetables, gardening, Halloween, and right now mainly bees. It's a full ventilated cool suit. Can I get stung through that full ventilated cool suit? That's my question. Can the stinger penetrate? Nope. That would be the only way. And then I'm still not saying I could do it. I probably have a panic attack and the bees will probably know it. Unless you leave it unzipped. Oh no, we zip it up and we put some duct tape over that and yeah, I don't want any openings whatsoever. Does it does your little suit completely engulf the body? You know, like I don't want nothing exposed. I want to look like a astronaut stepping onto the moon. And then I still need somebody to reassure me. I don't know if I could do it. Never been stung while in a suit. I don't know. Like I said, I'm 47. I've never been stung. My mom's deathly allergic, and that's why I've gone out of my way not to get stung. Now, I can say in the last 2 years, I've had a bee land on me while I'm driving and me not panic. In fact, I didn't even swipe it. But I had my arm up here and I had a bee crawling this way and I blew it off. And it fell off my arm and went onto my leg and then went onto the seat of the truck and I pulled over and freed it. Joey carries an EpiPen, I think. Yeah, I think I would want one on site just in case, but I've never been stung. I've been stung by a wasp in a yellow jacket. And, I mean, I had a reaction, but not a bad one, like where, you're going to die or anything. So you won't die. You just want me in a bee suit playing with your bees. I carry a slot of cigarettes. You can... We were talking about that before, Amy. You can have bees in the city limits, can't you? They just can't be so close to the fence. Or the opening can't be so close facing the neighbors or something. Is that right? I think that's right. I'm not sure if there's a limit on how many beehives you can have either. But I'm thinking they have to be so far away from the fence and the opening or whatever can't be facing that way or something. I don't know, I'll have to look into it, but gotta check out your city codes. Okay. Depending on the city ordinance. I wonder if I looked that up and that's what it was. But that's something I could do. I could just see Amy and Joey trying to talk me into getting my own beehive. That'd be scary, though. I would literally go in there looking like an astronaut. Because there's just no way I could do it. Heck yeah, we'll get you started. Okay, see now, for anybody who knows me, they would flip out if they knew, or if I got started in the bees. It's just that big of a deal. You just don't understand. I have moved out of a house in my 20s. I think I was like 21? No, 19, 20. I moved out of a house because we had bees coming in through the stovepipe. I was young, stupid. It was easier just to move than to have the hive removed. Yeah, the garden would love it. And so would the flowers and ooh. I wonder if it tastes as good as your honey did. Because that jar of honey that y'all gave me, it's almost gone. I've tore through that stuff. That is some of the sweetest tasting, pure tasting honey. I'm very allergic to wasp, liver. I'm not. I mean, I'll swell up like a 50-cent piece. It'll get red and it'll hurt. But I'm not like, I don't stop breathing or have problems breathing when I get stung. At least I didn't when I got stung, and that was 20 years ago, so. Oh, you're very welcome, Joey. Your guys' honey is like awesome, like the bomb. Awesome. Because I've never been like crazy about honey, which my mom says was weird because I loved it as a toddler. She put honey on toast and had me gum it to death when I had no teeth. You know, that baby stage. But the older I got, I just didn't care for it. Need to come back for a visit and get a refill and see how the bees work. Yeah, I really do. Actually, let's see, this is October, the last day of October. I got stung many times when I was a child. I've gotten stung maybe about 3 times total in 47 years. And those are, I think twice was a wasp and once was a yellow jacket. No, I haven't had any of Amy's honey. I don't know why. I've been there. I was there in July, and I was there in September. All at once. You Living Miracle, was you stung all at once, or were you asking me if I was stung all at once? No, we forgot to open it while she was here. Yeah. I was there for a whole week, a whole 5 days, and I didn't get not one drop of Broussard honey. I wouldn't even have any honey now if it wasn't for the hive and the homestead. I'm just saying. Ooh, and they got me all at once. I'm sorry, Living Miracle, that had to hurt. Hey, animated lover. Any trucks or treats? You mean tricks or treats? No, we haven't been getting any trick-or-treaters. The Barks and McClins came a few weekends ago, and a surprise them. We worked bees. Asked them how easy it was. I know it's probably not hard. It's getting over that fear. You're talking about my first memory of a bee is my mom stepping on one and having to go to the hospital. I think I was like 3 or 4. And ever since then I've been like terrified of them. I've literally jumped out of moving vehicles because of bees. Well, when I was in my teens. Last 2 years I've actually stayed calm. Pulled the truck over. Got it off me without hurting it or me. I was so proud of myself, you just don't know. Because it was just like, especially that one that was crawling on my arm, because I almost swatted it, and I went, no, and I just went, oof, and blew it off, and it landed on my leg, and then kind of off to the bench. We don't have decorations up, but my neighbors do. They can smell fear. Then they can smell me a mile away. But I stayed calm. The last 2 times I had a bee crawling on me, I stayed calm. Now, Amy laughs at me all the time because if one starts buzzing around me, she keeps telling me, don't swat at it, don't swat at it. And eventually I just get up and kind of take off. Because, you feel much safer in a bee suit. Well, yeah, I would. It depends on the bee suit. Now, if you're just talking about one of the jackets and the mask and you're wearing gloves and you're still wearing jeans like you do, no, I wouldn't feel very safe. I mean, I'd have to be in like a complete suit and... Oh, I could see it. I could see me duct taping around the every opening. I could see it. We have both. I can get you in a full suit. That'd be the only way you get me near bees. I have to be in a full suit. Because I just... Especially like a Living Miracle said they can smell fear. If I'm not in a full suit, they're going to... I won't even have to be downwind for them to smell me. Complete suit is too hot in the south. I don't care. I'll have a heat stroke before I get stung by a bee. I hate bees. I'm literally a bee. Amy, we need to drive her back to your place and do a YouTube live. Oh yeah, so many things could go wrong. Hey Rachael, how are you doing tonight? Because we were taught how to pick them up as a small child. I was taught how to leave them alone as a small child because my mom was deathly allergic. Except Joey Sue, it's vented. Well, then I'd have to check into a vented one. Just think of how many people would join in to watch. Yeah, Harry, look, here's somebody who's 5 foot nothing, terrified of bees. We just put her in a suit. Look, she's holding, what do you call them things that you slide in and out? A rack or something? Frames. Thank you, Joey. Rachael, no, I'm not going trick-or-treating. I don't have any trick-or-treaters coming by, and I am doing groovy. How are you? I'm not handing out candy, because I really don't get too many trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood. I mean, they go up and down the streets, but I live in what they call a cul-de-sac. It's where you turn on, and it goes in like a little circle and comes back out. And we don't get too many kids through here. And I'm right there by a big, busy street. Most of the kids are more in the center of the neighborhood, if that makes sense. But yeah, can you just see me being in a bee suit, holding a frame? Yeah, somebody had to take a picture of that. I'm just saying. Jess is at the shop handing out candy with our dog. Dog is dressed up in a bee costume. I bet you that is cool as all get out. Bet you's a cute puppy. You have a good one too, Rachael. Oh, I'll get it on video. I'm so hyper. Anime lover, have you been eating a lot of candy? You'd have to get it on video, Amy. Because I have people in my life that would not believe it. Yeah. Sugar will make you hyper. But there are tons of people in my family and in my past that would never believe me getting near a beehive. Amy, I think it's really a huge video. Man, we could break some YouTube records. Yep, video on YouTube. Yeah, because nobody would believe it. At least not my family. I mean, I don't know, my son-in-law, he said the same thing, that he could see me doing beehives. And I looked at him, I said, "Ooh, you don't know me very well, do you?" And he looked at me funny, and I said, "I'm terrified of bees. I'm not scared of many things. Bees, wasps are definitely one of them. Some snakes, but not all. I'll catch you next time. Have a great night." You too, Live a Miracle. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us on this Halloween. You have a good one. But I would love to have the honey. And that would be something I probably could do in suburbia. Because I live on a half acre. Bees don't take up that much room. Gotta go, but I'll be back. Alright, Anime, we'll be here. At least until 7:45. Coffee making time. It's kind of early to be making coffee, ain't it, Amy? You still have 43 minutes? Yeah. I don't do math. Not anymore, anyway. I wouldn't mind having some coffee. Gonna get me a cup of coffee, Amy? It's never too never too early for coffee. Never too late for coffee either, huh? Well, we're just dwindling down. We've only got 3 people in here. Let's do a roll call. Who's still here? At least that's what it says. 3 people watching. 9 likes. Is that what we got? Yo. Joey and Amy. And at least one other. But that would be cool. I mean, okay, maybe it wouldn't be cool. It'd be terrifying. But it would be cool to have your own supply of honey. And I know different flowers and stuff changes how the honey tastes too, right, Joey? If I ain't mistaken. I'll have to see how much those ventilated suits are. Fresh honey is amazing. Yes, fresh honey definitely is amazing. Yeah, it's nice, exactly. That's what I was thinking. My honey might taste kind of plain because I don't know if they'd be a whole... I say that, but I was telling Amy, what was it, Monday, I was checking, I had 4 zucchini plants, 2 tomato plants, and about 3 or 4 basils, and they're all in one bed. And I just had about 10 to 20 bees buzzing all through there. And I stayed calm. I walked around doing what I was doing. My hive smells funky right now because of the goldenrod flowers. I imagine. They travel up to 5 miles from the hive, so you will have variety. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's almost a Walmart from here. That's kind of funny. But I had about 15, 20 bees buzzing around my tomato plants and the basil and the zucchini Monday. Of course, it's done drop down cold. Mine smell like stinky feet due to the goldenrod. That's bad. Does it taste like it smells? That'd be kind of scary. Rachel, we could put a swarm trap out and get some free bees. Yeah, we had plenty of freebies here a couple days ago. At least that's what it felt like. I felt like I was in a swarm because I'm so scared of bees that one bee is panicky. But I was sitting there and I had I was trying to pin up the tomato plant because it had fallen because of the storm. And I had all these bees just flying around me. It's a darker honey like molasses. That sounds cool. I heard something. But I was thinking, it felt like, and in fact, that thought went through me. I'm like, well, when we had a swarm trap, we could definitely have some bees, because there's a ton of them right here. At least it felt like it. It was like 15 to 20 of them. But I've seen bees there, and I've even seen, look like black bees. Look just like bees, but they're black. And I've seen yellow jackets and wasps. And you have to be kind of careful. You go to reach in for grab a pepper or something and you can get stung. Needless to say, I'm very careful when I stick my hand in there. I can't believe we're just down to 2 people. Bet you it's Amy and Joey, what you bet? That's an old German black bee. They are hard to find. Uh, I've actually seen quite a few of them here. I mean, not as many as the regular honeybees, but my basil, that one, I have a bed that's 3 foot by 6 foot, old genetics, and right, Amy. Um, it has a lot of basil in it, and I see a lot of black bees in that. Out of the whole garden, that one bed, I see more black bees in that one. Everyone's trick-or-treating, I'm sure. Or everyone probably is. Or checking their kids' candy, too. Fun fact, bees were called the white man's flies when they were first brought over. That's hilarious. I did not know that. I love educational stuff. I love learning something new every day. But I did not know that. Why? Because they produce honey? I'm here, but I'm going to put interest reducers on my hives. No suit. Yeah, no. The closest I would get to a hive without a suit is about as close as I got to yours, Amy, when I was walking from your house to the goats. And sometimes I got a little too close for my liking. When I could start hearing the buzz, I was like, ah. I keep hearing something. Yay! Anime lovers back. I think it's my dog's tail I hear. It's cold, you should be good doing it. It's cold, you should be, normally they don't come out of the hot if they have temps below 55. Yeah, the temps are definitely below 55 in Louisiana. Because Amy was telling me. She told me I could keep my cold, and that she told me not to send it her way. I'm like, but my mama told me to share. You're going with me to the hives now. That's about the only way I'm going to go with you to the hives now. Oh, that's not true. I've been to the hives. I just don't get super close. I wave at them. I can hear them buzz and I get a little antsy. Go Amy, go Amy. She ain't scared. Apparently not. I'd be terrified to be putting a reducer on there without a suit. Homie, don't think so. I wouldn't be checking the hive. I wouldn't be giving them sugar water. I wouldn't be putting a reducer on the frame. I wouldn't be doing anything without a suit. In the dark. Is it really? Yeah, it is dark, ain't it? I love that time change. I don't know if it's my dog or what. Anyway, that's funny. I don't know. I've had a natural fear of bees since I was like 3. I drive my zero, turn right front and cut the grass, no issues. Yeah, see, no, I wouldn't be doing that either. I think Amy's mom did that and got stung because she sprayed him with dust or something. I think that's the story she was telling me. I vaguely remember. I wouldn't go nowhere near them. Not without a suit. It may be some kind of present. Here's some sugar water. Please don't sting me. And we eat right next to them. No, so I can do that. Always point the grass away from the... Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, don't want to make them angry. And I think the the noise of the mower could do that. I know I'd be terrified of them. I don't think I'd be weeding next to mine either, not without a suit. I'll be putting down some like weed fabric and some gravel. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have to have them so far away from the... I weed eat in the suit. Yeah, I would too. I want to say they have to be 20 feet from the property line. Maybe that's not right. I'll have to look it up. Because in a way that'd kind of be cool. Build a box. What county am I in? I'm in Tarrant. Tarrant. I first read that and I thought it said country. And I'm like, same as you, Joey. But then I saw county. I'm like, oh, I'm in Tarrant. I want to say the opening couldn't face the neighbors, and it had to be so many feet away from the property line, but that was it. That was the only condition. But that would be cool. Be my one little thing of homesteading. I can't do chickens because they're too expensive. You can only have 3. You have to have a $20 permit to have those 3. They cannot be free ranged. They have to be completely enclosed into a coop. If they escape, it can be anywhere from, I think it was like anywhere from $200 to $2,000 fine. I don't eat fresh eggs that bad. I'll go see Amy when I need eggs. Which I've got, I think, a half dozen left. Maybe a few more. I'll have to double check. I think that one carton, I'm not sure how many's got left in it. I know one whole side is still there. It may be both sides. But it's almost time to go see Amy to get eggs. Because that seems like how it's been going. Every other month. So I went in July, got eggs. August, and I went back in September, got more eggs. October. So November, I'll have to come back and get some eggs. At least that's the way it feels like. How many hives do you have, Joey? I know you're trying to, or want to double yours. Like up to 30 or something. Or you're going to double it from 30 or... No ordinance about bees in Addison, Dallas, Fort Worth, Lancaster, Louisville, Richmond, and Raleigh. Well, see, I'm in Tarrant. Tarrant. That's the one I'm in. I think I'm just barely in Tarrant, too. I have 9 great hives, but we are splitting them to 30. Hey, grower you planted. That's Susan? Or Daryl? Guessing Susan. Yay! I figured it out. Or I guessed it right. Alright, Joey. That means you'd almost have to cut each hive twice. So instead of cutting it in half, you're cutting it in 3s. Been cooking supper, just got a chance to jump in. What'd you make for supper? Oh, I call it dinner, but Amy picks on me. She goes, Jesus didn't go to the last dinner. He went to the last supper. Reducers are in, no stings. See, you're just trying to talk me into doing bees, Amy. You and Joey, you're bad influences. I can't say it, but you know what I mean. Spaghetti. I don't want spaghetti. I guess it wouldn't. I don't know. I run double brewed boxes so I can make 6 splits off for 1 box. Oh, wow. Okay. So, in theory, let's see, 5 and 9 is 45. So, 50 something, yeah. 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, 50, 51, 54, technically. I think. I don't math. Well, I used to. 6 times 9. 54. So in theory, you could break all yours down into 54 hives. That's a lot of honey. I don't know. I got such a great fear of bees, though. I mean, it would be cool to have my own beehive. Rachel the beekeeper. I just don't know. And that's something I'm thinking about it, but I just I don't know. Because I'd love to have the honey. Yes, if I broke it down further, I would get up to 100, but I want to still have good producers for next year. True that. I know your honey was... I'm starting to think anything that comes from the grocery store tastes like disappointment. Because, vegetables, honey, and anything else you buy at the grocery store just doesn't taste the same as home done. Thanks for reminding me to put my reducers on. Yeah, Joey, you rock. Hey, J Dog's Place, how you doing? Howdy from the third coast. Usually sugar water if you buying honey because heat it up. Yeah. And I heard that not only they heat it up, but they also dilute it to make it go further. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but would not surprise me. That's awesome, J-Dogs. It's cold here. How you doing, temperature-wise? Is it cold in your neck of the woods? Or is it warm? I really have to think about the bees. I'd have to price a vented suit because there's just no way. We're 48, I think, J-Dogs. I don't think there's any way I could do beehives without being in a complete vented suit or a complete suit. I don't know, it would take me a while to get the confidence level up to be able to do that. And just like Amy does it or whatever, and that jacket and I don't know. I'd have to give it a lot of research and have a lot of practice. And so let me know when we can get a suit. We'll have them in our store. I'm short. I'm not skinny, but I am short. See, J-Dogs, that's what I was saying, but having the homestead and Amy Broussard's trying to talk me into it. First come to Amy's and we'll work them with you and you can get comfortable with it. Yeah. That would probably be the only way. I thought that too, but the suit calms me way down. I'd have to see if I got calm in the suit, because if it does the same for me and calms me down, then maybe the bees wouldn't smell my fear 20 miles away. When they get stinger equals less bees, yeah. I'm just that sound, it's just, especially when they're agitated. Because I watch videos of y'all and Amy and all y'all playing with your bees. Sometimes I literally have to turn the sound all the way down until y'all get to the part of talking again, because, yeah, I start getting a little, that buzzing is just like, ah. They're angry. I can tell they're angry by the way they're buzzing. But it would be nice to have my own hive and to have my own honey. Have honey on tap. I wonder how many hives I could get away with having. I'm okay with the sound. I hate pain. I've been stung by a wasp in the yellow jacket, and I'm thinking that probably hurts worse than a bee. Probably in my yard no more than 4. That still would produce quite a bit, wouldn't it? I'm thinking it would. Probably produce more than I can eat. I say that unless it tastes like yours. You will learn the mad sound of bees. I get used to the sound by watching videos with earbuds. Yeah. I know the mad sound of bees. I can hear that coming a mile away. Amy and Brett with 2 hives. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Joey. Them big red wasps will almost knock you out. Yeah, no joke. I've been stung by them suckers twice. I've been stung by them twice and a yellow jacket once. Not the same time, but I do not like wasps. Especially yellow jackets, because them are like the buttholes of the stinging world. They don't care. That's the one thing bad about a wasp or yellow jacket, is they'll keep stinging you repeatedly. Fire is their friend. To me, a yellow jacket and wasps are like fire ants with wings. We got 38 pints off our 2 hives first year, and not taking all of it from them. Yeah, so if I could have up to 4, 8 and 8 is 6, so 76 possible. That's still a lot of honey. Cha-ching. I wouldn't want to sell any of it because I love the way the fresh honey tastes. Only had them 4 months. Yeah. Well, you can see most wasps. Not yellow jackets or fire ants. Yeah, that's true, Jay. I've heard of people like harvesting stuff out of their garden and getting stung by a yellow jacket. I get stung by fire ants all the time. Wait until next year, Amy. You guys are going to be honey rich, right? And we are going to learn to build the boxes ourselves. That's what I would want to do. I literally would like to build my own box. I think that would be cool, because if I'm going to do it, I would do it right and learn the craft. I'm just saying. Is the box the biggest expense? I figured it'd be the jacket. Because I can build. I'm a carpenter. I can build stuff. Really. There's a YouTube video that shows how one guy did it. Yeah. I'll definitely probably start looking into that. I don't know. I'll check into it. If nothing else, I can make boxes. Boxes and frames, tops and bottoms. Does it, is there a certain type of wood it has to be made out of? You know, like, it can only be cedar or only be oak, or... I know that's kind of a silly question, but pine is the best. Cool. So, no, cedar is too aromatic. You can build me some boxes. Yeah? I was just sitting here wondering if I got good at building boxes, that might be an income. No, it's not a Saginaw, Michigan. It's Saginaw, Texas. Texas is very famous for having same city names as everywhere else. And even country names like Paris, Texas. London, Texas, but I live in Saginaw, Texas. It's 5 miles north of Fort Worth. I have some plans I can send you. Cool. I appreciate that. Where you at, J-Dogs? Joey, do you need my email? Oh, thanks, Amy. Amy rocked it. Third Coast, H-Town. Houston. Sorry. It took me a minute. Joey, Amy put it in there. Should have guessed that. It slipped my mind. We were just talking about bees. But yeah, I'm not far from you. Oh, about 5 hours. 5.5. Well, it is almost 7:45. The Broussards will be going live at 8 o'clock. There we go. So you can send it to me too. So I am going to end this here, folks. So get a bathroom break and eat some food. Right, yeah. I don't think Michigan has fire ants. Texas has tons of them, though. But anyhow, I'm going to get off of here, use the bathroom, eat some supper, dinner, whatever you want to call it, and get ready for the Broussards live at 8 o'clock. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. And Joey, I will definitely look into the bee thing. And you send me those plans, I'll see about making some boxes. That'll be awesome. And Susan, you have a great one. You too, J-Dogs. I'll see y'all in a little while. Have a good one. God bless and peace.